In the heart of Sunshine City stood a magnificent school, Golden Star Academy. It was the pride of the city, with its tall buildings, neatly trimmed lawns, and bright, colorful playgrounds. Every morning, the sound of laughter filled the air as children in neat uniforms skipped into the school. Parents from far and wide dreamed of enrolling their kids in Golden Star Academy. It's the best school in the state, they would say. The school promised top-notch education, discipline, and a future filled with opportunities. It wasn't cheap, but parents were willing to sacrifice anything to get their children admitted. Parents would stand in long lines during admission season, some even spending the night outside the school gates. The school's owner, Mr. Oliver Grant, was a wealthy man who promised excellence. He often walked through the school with a proud smile, his expensive suits making him look like a man of great importance. Many families borrowed money, sold land, or took loans just to pay the expensive tuition. It's worth it for our children's future, they would say. The teachers at Golden Star were kind and hardworking. Miss Clara, the English teacher, always encouraged her students to dream big. Mr. Daniel, the math teacher, was strict but fair. The teachers loved their students, and the parents admired their dedication. However, there was something odd about the school. Every year, a few students would mysteriously leave the school. Parents were told that these children had transferred to other schools, but no one ever saw them again. The school buses of Golden Star Academy were a symbol of safety and comfort. Bright yellow with the school logo, they picked up children from all over the city. Parents trusted the buses and often felt relieved knowing their kids were in safe hands. But behind the cheerful appearance of the buses, something dark was hidden. Emily was a bright and cheerful girl who had always wanted to attend Golden Star. When her parents finally saved enough money to enroll her, she was overjoyed. "I'll make you proud, Mama," she said with a big smile. Her mother, Mrs. Jane, prayed for her every night, but she didn't know the danger lurking in the school. Emily's first day at Golden Star was magical. She loved her new uniform, her colorful books, and her friendly classmates. But she noticed something strange. The school owner, Mr. Grant, would often watch the children from his office window with a cold, calculating stare. One day, Emily overheard two teachers whispering in the hallway. "I can't believe it's almost time again," one said nervously. "We don't have a choice," the other replied. Emily didn't understand what they meant, but it made her uneasy. Emily's classmate, Tom, once saw Mr. Grant entering a locked room behind the school auditorium. "It's probably his office," Tom said, but he couldn't shake off the feeling that something was off. What no one knew was that Mr. Grant had made a pact with a dark force many years ago. To maintain his wealth and the school's success, he had to sacrifice children every year. The school bus was his trap. One bright morning, Emily and her friends boarded the school bus as usual. The bus driver, Mr. Henry, seemed quieter than usual. The children were laughing and singing, unaware of the danger ahead. The bus suddenly turned off its regular route. "Where are we going?" a child asked. "Don't worry, kids," Mr. Henry replied with a forced smile. The bus drove into a lonely forest and suddenly veered off the road, crashing into a tree. The children screamed as the bus flipped over. The injured children were dragged out of the bus by strange men dressed in black. They were taken to a clearing where Mr. Grant stood, chanting strange words. Emily and her friends were terrified. Emily managed to untie herself and ran through the forest, her heart pounding. She stumbled upon a small cabin where an old man lived. "Help me," she cried. The old man, Mr. Joseph, listened to Emily's story and called the police. "Stay here, child. You're safe now," he said kindly. The police arrived just in time. They arrested Mr. Grant and his accomplices. The other children were rescued, shaken but alive. The whole city was shocked when the truth about Mr. Grant came out. He had been sacrificing children for years to maintain his wealth and power. Emily's parents were grateful she was safe but felt guilty for trusting the school blindly. "We should have prayed and been more cautious," they said. Golden Star Academy was shut down, and its once beautiful grounds became a haunting reminder of the horrors that had occurred there. Emily struggled with nightmares but slowly began to heal with the love and support of her family. The city learned an important lesson about greed and the dangers of blind trust. The story of Golden Star Academy became a warning to parents to be careful where they sent their children. Some parents admitted they had enrolled their kids in the school just because their neighbors had. Parents began to pray more for their children and became more vigilant about their safety. Emily was hailed as a hero for her bravery. Her story inspired others to speak up when they sensed danger. The teachers who were unaware of the rituals felt deep regret for not noticing the signs. The community came together to create better and safer schools for the children. Emily's family moved to a new town, hoping for a fresh start. The city began to heal, forgiving themselves for their mistakes but promising to never forget. Emily grew up to be a teacher, determined to protect and inspire children. She often told her students, "Always be brave and trust your instincts. And remember, your safety is the most important thing." Parents must be careful when choosing schools, avoid peer pressure, pray for their children's safety, and remain vigilant about their well-being.